need to loosen the bolts without unsettling it. That's it. The tug twister's loose. Let's hope it turned the grabbing hand into a helping hand, too.
Right, I ran over here because I think this guy is building a machine for me.
He believed the tug twister would do the trick, but now realizes brute force won't do the trick. You need something slick.
I'm pretty slick.
Well, he means slick as in greasy, so you can lube the hinges of the lid. He can't argue against the fact your fur's shiny. He says the lid should open if you sprinkle grease it. Problem is, he's all out.
Of course you are.
He knows his old friend Choo Choo always keeps his grease sprinklers
Oh, I met Choo Choo on my journeys.
He stresses that you should come back as soon as you've retrieved the grease sprinkler. The murk puff is crunching bark by the minute.
I met Choo Choo.
It's big enough to make waves beneath the surface, and that's a challenge in itself. But it also has a hard shell, so you need to target its head.
No. Alright, well, I should have a waypoint. Yeah, I've already been there. I'm just gonna show us going to see Choo Choo, 'cause why not? He's probably a cool guy. Yeah, here he is.
Choo Choo knew you would make it to him one day. All you had to do was follow the steel path. The rails might be getting rusty, but eventually they all converge on him. Says the name is Choo Choo, and he likes to ride the rails. Says you followed the rails to where you need to be, but tracks have switches in them too. The question is then, will you keep on the same track, or look for a way to hit that switch? You seem like you're on the right track already. He just hopes you don't get sidetracked onto a darker path. Whichever way you go, he wants you to know that the rails never steer you wrong. Stick to them, and they always bring you right to where you're meant to be. Wants to know if you've ever regretted taking one track in life instead of another. If you could go back, would you Likes your sureness, the way you keep at it like a chug-chug with no way to reverse. Seems like the world came out of its rut and is chugging toward higher ground again. Can't thank you enough for hitting the brakes and working to turn the world chug around. But let's not get derailed. Says he's surprised to see anyone this far out, but sometimes the wrong train does take you to the right station. As you can see, he didn't plan to make a stop here, but now that he had to, he's really
the only
happy
reason
to
I'm
see you.
here.
He says his name is Choo Choo. He's been off track since the world started dying, but he's trained his mind to stay positive regardless
of the situation.
Thinks that's fine, but there's no path in this world that's not been already made. This time, though, he was sidetracked and needs a new wing nut to get back on. Wing nuts are easy to find, as they're fitted on any in-front chugga-chugga out there. The challenge is taking them off, so he's happy you're here to do it for him. Says you're just like he used to be, a one-track mind, but going the right way.
It's like the whole world is glowing.
I didn't mean to pick.
Just like I always told you, you're too much.
It's not too much until the dark is destroyed.
That's enough out of you.
Too much is never enough.
Oh shoot, I didn't know that was a... I didn't want light aura. I already have enough. I want more dark. Because I want this sky spark ability. Alright, I'll be back. I'm just gonna cut until we are in the boss fight because this is kind of boring. Alright, we got the lube. And I was gonna show all of the like prep for it, but like I'm pretty sure it's the same for every Worldeater. You have to get a few parts, build a machine, or whatever you need for that fight, and then so I'm just gonna try and skip most of it because it's kind of boring.
Wiz says that there's no plan to confront the murk puff until the octopod is properly armed. He's happy to tell you that the
I still
cannon
need
he's
more
been working
stuff.
on now just needs ammunition.
I
He
need
says
more
his old
stuff,
friend
don't I?
Boom makes all things that go bang. You should keep an eye on the horizon for pyros. If you're fast, you have a shot at catching some of them before they go off. It's like a bomb on a stick that moves really fast.
Oh wow. Alright, I guess we'll be back again. Like, I don't know. This is a lot of just running back and forth for items, which kind of sucks, but yeah,
The dark's good for sneaking up on things.
yeah, we'll just cut to when I get over there, I guess, or I don't know. We'll figure something out. Alright, we got our weapons. And I think we should be ready to take on this
The
Worldeater.
pyro sticks will cause a bang, but targeting is on you. At least now you have a chance to hurt the murk puff where it counts. He hopes so, as there's no plan B, or more correctly, plan C. Out of Date has named this plan B. Plan A was to take on the Worldeaters by foot, or flaps in this case. Turns out swimming down there was a bad idea. Wiz has been working on another cannon, but instead of pyro sticks, it squirts guppos, scaly distractions for anyone with an appetite disorder, and irresistible for the murk puff in particular. Seems the best way to find guppos is go talk to Gil. He has a natural sonar and knows where the guppos sub the surf. This means you'll have to go visit Gil at Burblebottom. Find Gil and he'll be able to tell you where to find the guppos.
Really? There's more we have to do before we fight this
He used to run
Worldeater?
a pet shop stocked with guppos, but since they've become more difficult to find, he's diverted his attention to make them grow in numbers instead of giving them away.
Alright. We got the guppy. We pretty much just had to go fishing. That's all we had to do.
That seems to be enough guppos to provide the octopod with infinite ammunition.
Alright, now...
He's surprised the murk puff's been able to hold its breath all this time.
There we go. Wow. He's a big world eater.
It's just another proof of the evolutionary change caused by Toxanol's contamination. Being undersurf has meant the murk puff has been left alone to munch on the root down there undisturbed. This means the northwest route has suffered more damage than the others. He's sure there's enough time to confront the murk puff, but he worries if the world has enough years left to last his lifetime, even if you stop the Worldeaters.
Alrighty. Let's do this. Dodge incoming attacks. Sure. Okay. Oh wow. That takes a lot of it takes a lot to do one of those attacks. There he is. There's the murk puff. Look at this area. That's pretty cool. Oh shoot, I didn't realize he was... Alright. Oh no. I don't know how to really like go down and up. Okay, we're gonna just heal again. How do I do the thing to distract them? Didn't really give me that option. Alright. First phase down. Oh, that's not good. Alright. It didn't even let me spawn in before that hit me. We need to put... Wait, what? It doesn't pause the game when I go into my inventory? That's kind of dumb. I wanted to grab heals. I have no heals in my inventory now. Hopefully we can get to his next stage before we die, because I have no heals. Come on, one more. There we go. Got him. I didn't know that didn't pause the game. I also kind of forgot that we could dodge. We'll go down. I didn't dodge. Come on. Yeah, let's go. Worldeater defeated. We did it, boys. 1 down, 3 to go. There goes. What did that do?
He thanks you for dealing with the first Worldeater. It's a start. You should go see Out of Date and find out what you can about the machine he's named the Ark. You're good-hearted enough, so you'll have no problem getting him to share the information with you. He trusts you know where to find Out of Date by now. He's always been at the foot of the tree, and that hasn't changed.
Alright. We did it. We took down the first Worldeater. And I
It's
think
so dark out.
we're gonna real quick go and see the dude, because I have to see him for another thing too. Because after we defeated all the clans, it gave me the option to go and talk to him. So let's do that quick.
It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above.
Why does this remind me of Star Wars? Well, let's not do that. Alright. How do I get in to see you, dude? Oh, there's a little. Alright.
Out of Date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on everyone's minds. You've beaten a path where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. Question is, what you'll do with that responsibility. He can sense that your heart beats steadily and acknowledges that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Thinks it's important that you remember who you are and where you came from. Someone without knowledge of their history and origin is like a tree without roots. He promises he'll be there for you. Just come talk to him beneath the tree if you're feeling lost. Out of Date says there's a time for everything. And now there's no use thinking of the past, for it's gone. Think of the present, because that's where you are. It's time to set your priorities as the one who completes things. If you continue to do good, good will follow you. If the world really does end, there won't be anywhere to run. So he's prepared for the worst, something he calls the Ark. Two sides to everything, but for him it would be devastating if you were forced to use the Ark to escape while the world crumbled. Out of Date says there's no clear record of the chain of events that changed the course of history and brought the world to its knees. He's found evidence on the Ark, records of a crisis, decades of contamination that permeated the ground and broke its inner core. The contamination disrupted what we now know as key energy, the life force that runs through all things, living and inanimate. He's been told the blight affected everything at a genetic level and turned our perception of normality on its head. It was only those that changed that avoided extinction, proving that the possibility for survival and renewal was real. He understands you are curious about the ship at the foot of the tree. He says it surfaced when the oil broke through the ground. The Ark predates the back-in days, and now, after years of study of the manuals he found inside, he believes he's figured the ship out. The Ark has room for 4 more, and he trusts you'll apply wisdom to your compassion and choose whom to save if the world comes to end. He'll keep the seats open, and you are free to invite up to 4 others to join you in the Ark in the event of a cataclysm.
Oh.
Out of Date
All right,
says
that's
that
cool.
from what he's heard, you've been busy. He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Gizmo in the West. Out of Date says that even though he's unsure about your intentions, he hopes you'll support Gizmo.
Gizmo's my old friend. Of course I will.
He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Gizmo and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That doesn't sound good. Out of Date's forebodings are justified. The jumbo puff needs to be taken care of. Out of Date says that Gizmo is worried now that the Western Worldeater is stepping up its activity. He explains that Gizmo is working on a scrap walker vessel in order to get to the Worldeater, but needs help to get it done. Out of Date suggests that you should head west as fast as possible and see what you can do to help. He wonders what's on your mind. He says you really need to go see Gizmo.
I didn't
He
know that
wonders.
was... Alright.
Says you should take it easy.
I've already reduced them. So what did we get as a main quest? Alright. So, I think in the next episode we're gonna take on this Worldeater. Because I feel like this was the first Worldeater we were supposed to take on, but I just haven't. But, yeah. We're getting through the game. I have a lot of side quests I just haven't done. Alright. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know this is a shorter episode, but I feel like I'm gonna keep the episodes shorter for the boss fights, just so they're not boring. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hit that like button if you did, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.